says nice.
Oh, by the way, we've decided a new podcast, taste test of tacos throughout the valley. What do you think?
Elgin's doing one of those. They called it the Taco Trail. So we can steal
You
that.
gotta count it down, okay?
I'm sorry, I thought it was an original idea.
I like it. They didn't do a podcast of it. They just did a thing.
That's right, the heck with them.
3.
Do not be alarmed. It's just a couple of guys. Who are these guys? Ray Regina, beloved former mayor of St. Charles, lifetime educator, and Pat Crimmins, a Geneva lawyer, but he's actually okay. From Elgin to Aurora, from Naperville to Elburn, these guys are gonna talk everything. So, here's Pat and Ray.
Hello, friends, and welcome to another edition of Just a Couple of Guys with your co-hosts, Pat Crimmins and yours truly, Ray Regina, where we talk everything. I'm not sure we're going to be doing a lot of talking today. We're going to do a lot of drinking.
Well, speak for yourself, Judge.
We're at Festival of Vine, James and 3rd in Geneva, Illinois, and an annual event, the 43rd annual.
It's 4th Street.
It's 4th Street.
That's where the courthouse
Our
is.
crack producer told me I screwed up. It's 4th.
Geography was never a part of this podcast.
4th and James. Anyway, there's plenty of room here, that's for sure. And as you can see, people walking by, and we're standing in front of the Colonel.
The Colonel, popcorn and various sundry.
And later on, we're going to take a walk down this whole strip of various food offerings you have here, not to mention the wine. And we actually had a glass before we started the show. You had a what? You had a sangria?
I'm not admitting to anything.
All right, he's not admitting to anything. I had a nice Pinot Noir, and as you can see, I've had a couple. Anyway,
Festival of the Vine.
we're going to interview back for their third time.
Yes. The beautiful people.
The Chamber of Commerce.
Yes.
Paula Schmidt, Laura Rush, and a whole bevy of other individuals in the chamber. And then we're going to talk to some of the people walking around here.
Just the citizenry, to get their vibe about what they like and what they don't like about the festival.
And as I said, we're going to walk down this whole strip of fine purveyors of food, all Geneva based. And they're just an array of interesting delicacies for you to choose from. Any thoughts before we head over to talk to the ladies?
I'll tell you what, Geneva is doing it right again. You know, another festival, another quality event.
This is our 3rd festival in Geneva in the better part of 9 months.
Yes.
Christmas, Swedish Days, and now Festival of the Vine.
So we're a Fox Valley podcast. We need to get out more, but nobody's competing. Geneva seems to have a monopoly.
Good for Geneva. And we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. You stay tuned.
Tony, your parents know you're over here again, right?
Yep.
Great.
Tony lives next door. See, his parents decided to just use their phone for home internet. So when everyone is on, Tony's over here streaming and drinking all my soda.
My dog.
Switch to fast internet on the Xfinity 10G network today. The future starts now.
We're going to bed, Tony.
Good night. I'll lock up if I leave.
Get real home internet on the next generation 10G network only from Xfinity.
Well, we're back. We're live. Festival of the Vine, Geneva, Illinois. And we have some familiar faces and some new faces. The familiar faces, as you know, they're from the Chamber of Commerce. One, Paula Schmidt, and Laura Rush. And they, Pat, if I recall correctly, they've tied the record now for most appearances on Just a Couple of Guys.
That's right.
At 3.
Right.
Now,
We're hoping for more invites, though.
we have several other guests here at the table with us, and I think your idea was good. Let's have them introduce themselves to the audience, and then we'll go from there.
Let's start with the Sarge.
The sergeant.
Hi, Sergeant Brad Jardine with Geneva Police Department.
Tiffany with the Geneva Chamber. Kelly with the Geneva Chamber.
Robin with the Geneva Chamber. Kathy with the Geneva Chamber.
And
So rich.
she's Irish.
Well, she has red hair.
That's right. All right. Well, we got to just start by asking the main question. Laura, tell us about the longevity of
So Festival of the Vine,
Festival of
this
the
is
Vine.
43. We would have been at 44 had COVID not happened. So 43 years this festival has been going on. This is the second year in this location. Previously, it was across the street, and it started actually in the Ace Hardware parking lot.
The Ace Hardware parking
You
lot.
don't
is
want your wine and your utensils and tools to be mixed together because it can be all
There was a little trouble.
mayhem.
Paula, how
Yes,
about
sir.
giving us the lowdown of the hours, the days, which you know it's a weekend deal here, and maybe some of the events that surround this whole thing.
Sure. We're open Friday. We started at noon and then we end about 10 o'clock. Saturday again is noon until 10. And then Sunday is noon until 5. There's so much going on up and down 3rd Street, up and down State Street. There's wine tastings. There's everywhere is having some sort of a wine event up and down the street. This is the premium one, of course. But there's a lot going on in Geneva this weekend.
Why, if I may, why
please.
did we start this?
So that's absolutely true.
I'm sorry, Geneva is filled with people that like to drink.
We are.
100%.
We are. When it was started, it was a way to showcase our restaurants. And it has obviously evolved into what it is today. It originally started with, I believe, about 3 restaurants, and they had like card tables. I mean, it was, as I said, in the Ace Hardware parking lot. And then it's evolved into what it is today.
You have a number of merchants who sell fine wines here, and you have probably just discriminatory customers who walk around here and want to taste good wine. So I guess the question would be, how high do we go as far as fine wines are concerned? Is there an $80 bottle of wine here somewhere?
Kelly, you want to take it?
Oh, me.
Go for
All
it.
I know is Prisoner. I mean, that's
Prisoner's a great
the
one.
expensive one.
Ironic.
And with the
Yeah, see?
$16 wines, we have a lovely actual glass that we're giving away with the $16 wines. So it's a kind of a commemorative wine glass. That
I
we
wouldn't know
give
the
for
difference between $16 wine and an $80 wine. Are you guys connoisseurs?
Kelly is.
I may be.
Kelly is probably.
Why do you say that?
Well, I mean, I drink wine.
Have you visited Napa Valley?
I have.
I used
I've
to
been
live-
actually to the Prisoner
You haven't gone
winery.
sideways, no pun intended. I got to ask the sergeant a question.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah.
we couldn't do this without the Geneva.
You're going to ask him
No,
whether
we're
there's
not.
a thing about drunken pedestrians?
Well, it's something like that. You know, as a former mayor, you're always worried about any event that has alcohol. You always worry a little
Right.
bit. And so the question to you, sir, is simply this: how do you in the police department, working with the city and particularly the Chamber of Commerce, make sure that that kind of stuff is just at a minimum?
Sure. A lot of it's planning. We met immediately following last year's festival and went over a this worked well, this didn't work well type scenario because of the new venue. And this is the second iteration here, and due to the design of the fencing, even down to the Disneyland style turnstiles, to the number of officers that are here, we determined that that was the safest route to go for this year. So we upped the number of officers just because of the sheer volume of people that we had last year, which was unexpected, but was great for the event. And we have continued developing our safety plans with both the fire department and emergency management agencies in the area. So we even let the state police know that the event's going on. So if there is a critical incident, like unfortunately we've seen in other areas, that they are aware that this is going on currently, and they were notified well in advance so they could provide resources if we actually need them to come help as well.
I feel safe. I don't know about you, Ray, but I feel very safe here, and I know why you're a sergeant, because he used the word iteration. Huh?
He's smart.
Smart. You guys don't just hang with any cop.
Only the best in Geneva.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Paula and or Laura, you guys ended Swedish Days the 3rd week of June. And of course you have ongoing events for the chamber, ribbon cuttings in particular, and a variety of other things. But when did you start planning for this? Right after Swedish Days?
Oh my gosh, no.
Before.
Even before?
Probably I started all the processing and things like that, probably in February or March.
February or March.
Yeah.
Everything has to be.
Meanwhile,
approved and go through
you're
a permit
also
system.
plotting things out for Swedish Days.
Which we started earlier.
And
than
the art
that.
fair way
And
at
art
the end of
fair.
July.
And
And
can
the
I,
Christmas walk.
and can I assume the
And
Christmas
the
walk
coffee
is already has structure?
Done.
Are we invited?
What's that?
Are we invited to the Christmas
You
walk?
absolutely.
That's the
I'm
co-
gonna do this coffee thing.
Oh yeah, there's the
Oh, the coffee crawl in November. Yes.
I'm in the coffee crawl.
Yeah.
Officer,
hold you to
no
that.
alcohol involved, right?
Yeah.
Maybe an Irish coffee.
It is Geneva. Yes, indeed. Well, I would like an invite for that.
You can absolutely
But it's
come.
like we start very early, and it's so funny because all of a sudden our summer is over because we start our summer
in February.
in February. So we're like, what month is this again? I don't remember. So
Is
we
this the
start
grape
very
harvest
early.
season?
And we work because of
It
the
is.
police and the city. We have to start very early to get everything coordinated. So it's hard.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
Never stops.
How many people does this bring? Have you done? I'm sure you've done some numbers. How
So
many people
over
does it bring
the
in
3
this?
days between this, the craft show, and then the other events around Geneva, we think it brings in about 75,000
75,000.
from all over. Because I've sat and carded, and so we have people from all over the U.S., not just Geneva, St. Charles, Batavia, but all other states, all over.
Well, and speaking of St. Charles, I'm not trying to throw just a little plug in here, but we do know there's a corollary event going on up north this weekend as well, and that's their Jazz Fest. For either side, does that bother either side? That we
They
have-
came in after we already established it. That's all I'm going to say, right? They're riding on our coattails.
All right, that's fair.
I'm not much of a wine.
I'm a Genevan at heart, so I can say that. And if St. Charles is upset, I'm sorry.
I'm not much of a
No,
wine.
I don't think you're upset. I'm just bringing up the question.
Can I get a
No,
word
it
in?
doesn't affect us at all.
Can I get a?
Pat, question.
I'm not much of a wine drinker. I don't care for wine, but I love wine. But maybe we
I told Pat not to say that because he defied me.
It's okay.
we meld the two together, jazz and wine.
Oh, Jazz tomorrow night.
Huh? Yes.
That's exactly correct.
Let's bring in some
We do have Geneva Jazz Ensemble performing tomorrow, so we do have a little
Very
jazz
nice.
tomorrow.
There's no rivalry. This is a regional economy.
That's right.
You know what? The Tri-Cities is the Tri-Cities, and so the more the merrier. If it brings in more business to all of us, then it's a good thing.
That's exactly right.
Exactly right.
Anything further?
What else do we have besides wine? I mean, you've got the booths. I know Aurelio's
Yes,
is
I'm
here.
a foodie. I want to know what kind of food.
Oh, what kind of food do you like, Ray?
Just a simple sandwich with a glass of wine is fine
Okay,
with me.
we have filet sliders over there.
Oh, sliders,
We
Pat.
have tacos. We have desserts. We
We've got
have
salmon, we've got artichoke.
Well, let me
pizza. I mean, we got it all.
let me fill you in on maybe our
Sweet
budget.
peas.
Our producer Paul has indicated to us that he dropped about $165 on tickets. So we could have a couple glasses of wine and a nice sandwich.
Absolutely,
couldn't
you
we?
can. You can have a very good meal with that.
You would do
Paul's
very well.
Paul's giving us a signal to go for it. You know what over there? He wants us to spend that money. Can't use it
But
otherwise.
you
take it
can
with
use
you.
them all 3 days.
Although
So
you can
come
have
back.
fun with less money.
Yes, you can.
Right? Let's
Yes,
not
you
let's
can.
not make this out to be
No.
very
Yeah, you could
expensive.
easily, you know what? If you really were conservative, you could for $20 you could get a glass of wine
Now-
and a meal for sure.
Now I'm standing in front of a lot that back at Swedish Days had all kinds of carnival rides and things like that. Now I don't want to ask this question the wrong way, but is this construed to be somewhat of an adult event?
Yes.
So I see a small child. Somebody's holding a small child over there, so but we don't bring bands of children to this
No.
thing.
I don't think children would enjoy being in this environment. Now we do have a couple kids activities tomorrow on the courthouse lawn.
All right.
And we
Wine tasting.
Yeah, well, absolutely. But it's
a bottle.
It's a different event than Swedish Days. All of our
Yeah.
events have a different flavor, and they bring a different type of person to
This
the
is more of our
event.
date night.
It's a date night.
Nice.
For sure.
All right.
But during the day,
Well-
I feel
During
like
the day,
Merlot?
yeah,
Yeah,
during
during
the
the
day.
day.
come get food.
What kind
My
of wine am I
kids
doing?
love going to
Merlot, white.
Oh,
Help me here.
oh, there's
Everything's here.
whites and reds.
Whites and reds, rosés.
Rosés. There's a Prosecco.
Pat-
There's
Austin
And
cocktails.
don't, you know what? And we also have Penrose here, and they have beer and seltzer. So
Pat,
we've got a
you
little
can get
bit of
yourself a
everything.
seltzer today.
And we
I
have,
love seltzer.
yeah, we have a little bit of everything for everyone.
Just like one every 2 hours, so I can. You know.
All right. I think we I think we want to summarize here.
Yes.
3 days. Today is Friday. This thing will hit the
Website.
Bands tonight, too.
GenevaChamber.com.
All right.
And there's bands all day long tomorrow and all day
You
Sunday.
didn't talk about the
tonight.
band. You're good at throwing at least one band out that you like. We got
We have Planet Groove on Sunday. They're
Planet
really fun.
Groove.
We have Wild Daisy and the Frizz tonight.
Well, wait, this thing will not hit till later in the night. But
Oh, okay.
tomorrow
Sunday.
and Sunday.
Feel Good Party Day.
Yes.
Is our
Good party.
Is that legal? Are we okay with
We're gonna have to ask him.
It's Geneva, Pat. Everything's
Where are the
legal.
gummies on
The
sale?
sergeant has not flinched through all this conversation.
He's a professional.
All right. Festival of the Vine, Geneva, Illinois. 3rd Street, 4th Street, James Street, all over the place here. You get over here tomorrow, Saturday, or Sunday, and I trust you, if you're a wine connoisseur, there's something here for you, no doubt about it. So make sure you get here on time and before the wine runs out. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Get here before the wine.
Hello, friends. This is Ray Rogina. You face technology challenges every day that threaten to steal business, compromise data, and bring your business down. Without a good partner to help protect from phishing, ransomware, viruses, data breaches, employee turnover, and cybersecurity threats, your business is at risk of losing everything. TechWorks has been the trusted IT partner to Fox Valley businesses for over 20 years, keeping systems secure and providing extraordinary customer service, helping your business grow. Call TechWorks today at 630-482-2227 or visit www.techworks.com. That's TechWorks with a Q, TEQ Works, and see how TechWorks IT service can transform and secure your business. All right, we're here at 𝐕𝐢𝐧𝐞. And Amy, and tell us about some of the things that our friends that come here will be able to get here at the 𝐕𝐢𝐧𝐶.
Over here we have elote, which is roasted corn. We have the pastor tacos, the pork shoulder, and then our chicken nachos.
Wow. Pat, I know you like Mexican food.
I love Mexican.
But you don't want it too spicy, do you?
Not too spicy.
All right.
So tell me a little bit about your restaurant. Where's it located?
We're located at 507 South 3rd Street in Geneva here. It's right by the train station.
And you have all these offerings and more?
We do.
And tequila of some sort.
And about 250 different types of tequila and mezcals.
We gotta go down there.
We might spend a whole Saturday there.
All right.
Do you have a shuttle service?
I was going to say, grab an Uber.
Do you watch football while we're there? El Barrio. Can't beat it. All right, moving along here.
Thank you.
Now we're down here at
The local craft soda.
Pat, this is your kind of drink. A ton of different sodas here. Talk to us about what you've got here.
We got 6 sodas here. We got poolside, our best seller. It's grapefruit orange and biscuits. We got our Shirley Temple. Call me Shirley. It's the cherry lime. Shirley Temple. Short Shorts is our horchata root beer.
Short Shorts root beer.
Nice and creamy.
I like the name.
So like craft beer, there's a craft soda.
Exactly.
Where are you guys located?
We're right here in Geneva. We're just on the east side of the river, right by the food bank.
All right.
Nice.
Try some soda.
Looks great.
Later on. Thank you. All right, we got pretzels here now. These pretzels make me thirsty.
You too? They make
tell us about your operation quickly.
Well, these are
This is not.
These pretzels that are handmade in Bavaria, stone ground mushroom with the big thing like that, and you'll absolutely die for it.
You're telling me that they're made in Bavaria?
Well, as far as you know,
It's
as far
exactly
as
what
you know, they are.
The restaurant owners are so
Listen, Nosh has been around for a while. These are quality prepared food here.
That is absolutely correct.
Nosh.
Let's show the pretzels. And this is some kind of Dijon?
It's a stone ground mustard, correct.
I may come back and get a pretzel.
Oh, look at the high quality. Look at the high quality. One of these goes for what?
Nothing right now.
$1,000. No, we do have Vietnamese food here, and by the way, that's a real special. And as you can see, customers here are buying their ware. This is full. I want you to pronounce the name. Pronounce the name for the camera here.
Huh?
Name of your business. Pronounce that name.
𝐕𝐢𝐧𝐞.
There it is. And you're located where?
Right next to the train station.
In Geneva.
In Geneva, yeah.
And we get spring rolls, crab ragout, and egg rolls here.
Lots of businesses by the train station. What is it?
I don't know.
There's so much room here.
People get off the train, they come in, they're hungry, they want to eat. Look at the quality.
By the caboose? By the caboose bar?
No, it's a big restaurant.
A big restaurant. I know where it's.
I'll take you there for your birthday.
All right.
All right? Thank you.
That's my menu, and this is a coupon.
There we go.
Thank you. Looks good. A little gift card. Who's that?
𝐕𝐢𝐧𝐞. Yep. I got it. All right. Now we're at Firewater Barbecue and Brew.
Yes, sir.
We know they're on State Street.
Exactly.
In
Really
Geneva.
good.
And what do we have in here?
So we got sausages.
Oh, look at that!
Smoked sausages.
I'm coming back for one of those.
Oh yes, sir. And then we got some brisket, freshly sliced.
Yeah, brisket.
Sliced.
This will go with a red wine, I might add.
Yeah, exactly. Really good. And then we have baby back ribs as well. Really good.
Where are you guys located?
We're located off the station.
Right across from your office, just about.
Oh, okay. I don't recall seeing it. Where?
Well, it's right there. It's a block from your office.
What are you next to?
Right in front of the Safeway, the liquor store. Yeah, the brick building right there in the
Right
corner.
across the street.
That's us.
Now, how many tickets do I need for one of those sausages here?
The sausages will be just 2.
Oh my God! I'm gonna come back and get one.
$2.
Paul's got to get me two tickets. We'll be right back. I'll be back in a while. We got to do this. All right, where are we at now?
Where's Mario?
Where's Mario's screen
Mario?
at? We're at the Pride.
No, you
With locations all over the area. All over.
It's not only the Pride, but it's the Urban Couch with Chaco Urbano.
Is that a Chicago dog right we're looking at right there?
Nope, this is our fried bacon dog.
Fried bacon dog.
That is our Cuban panini and our strawberry crepe.
Oh man, strawberry crepe. That's right up your alley. I tell Mario we said hello and appreciate all of his support.
I will. Thank you.
Oh, this is one of your favorite restaurants in the place. We know that. El Tiro. He has taken me to dinner in your place a few different times. I've also gone there on a number of occasions. I've never had a bad meal.
High quality margaritas too.
High quality margaritas. Actually better than the one on the main on State Street.
And salmon tacos I like. I can't pronounce it. 𝐷𝐿. Yeah, 𝐷𝐿. Yeah.
Very nice, man. You took 4 years in Spanish. You should know that.
This is Spanish, not much.
I bet you will be. Anyway.
What's that?
Just one order?
Oh no, I'm not. I'm saying I do order that. I'm not ordering that.
We're doing a podcast, and we're spotlighting all the restaurants around. Free advertising. It'll be all over the place tomorrow and Sunday. So enjoy. You guys do anything.
We're gonna have to lock the door to keep people out.
Thank you.
All right, man. Here we go. This is it. This is what you like. Nothing but cake.
𝐕𝐢𝐧𝐞. Yeah. How'd I do? Fantastic stuff.
You've had their wares.
Oh yeah.
And where are you located at?
And the comments. The Geneva comments.
All right.
Over by, what's next to you?
The Crate and Barrel.
Crate and Barrel. All right, so we can get this, and you can.
They have bigger ones too. They have,
Yes.
We can get 5,000 of these for a big wedding, right?
Right.
All right. See that?
I was at a wedding where they had Portillo's chocolate cake as the dessert.
These look wonderful.
Much better.
This is this strawberry.
This is the red velvet.
Ah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. What do we have next here? 𝐕𝐢𝐧𝐞 Pantry. A staple. They were up forever in Geneva, Illinois.
Not that you guys are old.
Yes.
No, you aren't, but the establishment's been around
Yes.
forever.
What do we serve?
And
cobbler and shrimp pasta.
Yeah, the cobbler with the ice cream. That's everybody's favorite. Maple ice cream.
where's your current location again?
It is on Stevens Street.
Stevens in
Yes.
Geneva.
In Geneva.
The 𝐕𝐢𝐧𝐞 Pantry.
Yes.
What is it next to? Help me.
Was it next to?
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, I think there's like a yoga studio in there.
Do you work at the workplace?
No, I don't.
But she's serving today.
She's one of those absentee owners.
Right.
She mails it in.
For income tax.
Tax purposes.
Tax purposes. Thank you very much. You guys have been around forever. You're great. All right, Fran, here we go. Now we're Colonel. How are you, Colonel? Good to see you. Good to see you. And look at this. Look at this array.
Swedish fish. These are right.
A sort of popcorn, a sort of candy. That takes some home.
You cannot beat this stuff. It's high quality.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And you got the big tins?
Yes, sir. Right here.
Yeah?
All here.
Various sports teams and such?
Yeah. Got those.
Sounds like a Christmas gift.
Located right over here, right on State.
Downtown.
All right, and I know where to go for your Christmas present. Not birthday present, Christmas. I already got your birthday present.
I do like lemon.
This will be a stocking stuff.
Big stocking. Good to see you.
Guys, yeah, nice to see you.
Good to see you, Colonel.
How's the boy? Boy good?
Good. He's doing good.
Tacos.
Best tacos in Geneva.
It is best tacos in Geneva. Where are we located at?
38 in Kirk.
38 in Kirk.
Wow. You're up there.
Way over on the east side.
Cougar Town.
Near the Cougars. After the playoff game, you want to go here.
You know when I see a possible podcast, a taco tasting.
I can see that.
Huh?
You can advertise best tacos in Geneva.
Yes.
Look at that. Show that shirt again one more time, man. Get that right there. There we are. Step right up here. All right.
Do you have something that I can
Thank
cover
you.
with by chance?
Now we can do sweet sensation.
Coffee, which is my thing. Baked cookies, cookie dough ice cream.
Where's Sweet Sensations located?
We're in the corner of 3rd and Franklin.
Third and
2 blocks
Franklin.
away.
All right. Look at that, man. Big cookies for free. Thank you. Yale House. We love the Yale House. Thank you. I bought it in Ireland. I bought it in Dublin. Yes, I did.
Give it to you, but he gave the last one away.
But the Geneva Ale House has been around for a while. But tell everybody where it's located.
Oh, it is.
You're on a podcast.
Oh. Well, we're located on Main Street.
State Street.
State Street.
Used to be the old theater.
It did used to be the old theater. Yes. What else do you
And
want
we
me to
have
tell you?
medallions, chicken wings, and shrimp pasta here,
Pasta,
boys.
shrimp,
Yes.
pasta, pesto.
The Ale House has been around for a while.
Yes, listen.
Well established.
Right here.
This is the owner?
And there's the owners.
How are you?
Introduce yourself to the podcast.
How are you?
I'm sorry?
Introduce yourself to the
Oh,
podcast.
hi, I'm Chrissy Elizondo from Geneva Ale House.
All right.
Nice. The business is going to be crazy for the next few days.
We hope fingers crossed.
And we have sliders here today, right? All right. I may have to come back for
They're
one.
amazing.
I was just there the other night. I had the Caesar salad.
Oh, so good, right?
With the chicken.
Another place on State Street, Noble House.
The Nobel.
A lot of people around
Is
here.
it Noble or Nobel?
Noble House. We're doing a podcast and we're advertising, giving you free advertising.
Well, we appreciate that.
See, we know Kyle from Aurelio's.
You do.
Yeah, he goes to the
He's a big
Nobel
fan of
House.
ours,
Yes.
yeah. He's a good
And
friend.
he yelled at me about the pronunciation.
How long have you been over there now?
So we opened in 2014 in our original space, and then we moved next door in end of 2020.
All right.
And a heck of a brunch, I might add.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, Saturdays
Truly
and
enjoy
Sundays.
it. Yes.
Absolutely.
Matt, you're becoming a bon vivant among the restaurants in Geneva.
What can I say? It's the 25 pounds.
Say Noble House, State Street,
Thank
Geneva.
you. Thank you.
Craft Urban's coming up here.
It's going to be 7.
Craft Urban,
One burger.
the burger and a taco here.
Food, cocktails, it's local. I don't know if you knew.
One more burger coming up.
Keep it moving.
He's going to tell us where Craft Urban is located at, right here. This man. Thank you. Where's Craft Urban located at for the podcast?
One block away.
One block that way.
James and 3rd.
James and 3rd. There you go.
The audience doesn't know what that way means.
1 block east.
All right, here we go. It's all about the sauce.
Guys, we were talking
Our
about
guy.
Kyle at the Nobel House. Perfect.
Kyle was your bodyguard at Drinking Fields, I recall.
No, not mine. I behaved myself.
All right, Kyle, good to see you again, man. Cubs lost today, 1-0.
No, I don't want to talk about it.
I do. Anyway, I'm a bitter Sox fan, so you know I'm not. Anyway, it's all about the sauce at 𝐕𝐢𝐧𝐞, and
yeah, I hear the sauce is something.
We've got pizza here, we got sausage and peppers, and bruschetta.
Right. What are we thinking?
We all know where 𝐕𝐢𝐧𝐞 is located at.
Okay.
Right there on State Street, across from the theater.
Yes. And what a place! What a wonderful place.
Can't go wrong.
Right.
Live music.
Is there something being filmed here that I don't know about? Because the way you guys are talking right now, you guys are like doing podcast.
This is just
I just want to make sure. I didn't know what was actually going on.
It's just a couple of guys. Just a couple of
I went
guys.
to school with Kevin, so we can, give the place a little.
And there's Kevin, the owner in the background here. I had that guy in class in high school. He still looks pretty good, doesn't he, for 97?
D student. 1980s.
I know. I thought your age.
Oh, shut up.
No samples.
He's a sleek Italian. That's all I can say.
No samples for you. No sample for you.
It's all about the sauce.
Let's hear it for Aurelio.
Aurelio.
Royal pizza.
Stockholm. And I might add that they've got the best salmon.
Actually, the food is fantastic. The size of
My wife and I do enjoy sitting at the bar and having one of their fine offerings. You can see they're very busy here now. They probably haven't got a chance to talk. But Stockholm's on State Street in Geneva, and that, Pat, is the run of the table. Pat, I've lost Pat somewhere. That's the run of the table here. We cover all the purveyors of food here at Festival of the Vine. You can't go wrong here.
You can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong.
I don't know how you can go wrong.
We're going to take a commercial. We'll be right back. Hello, friends. This is Ray Rogina. I'd like to say a few words about my friends at the Karas Group of Restaurants, one of our sponsors. I've been a frequent guest at all of their fine restaurants for years, one of which is Rookie's, which has locations throughout the Fox Valley and beyond. My favorite dish at Rookie's is the gyros plate with the saganaki appetizer. Oopa! My wife, she loves the Hall of Fame chicken sandwich. But I can honestly say that I've never had a bad meal there, regardless of whatever I've had to eat. The wings are out of this world, the salads are delicious, great burgers, tacos, all-American specialties, and don't forget their pizza. And of course, you can wash this all down with one of their famous Mai Tais. Try them out. St. Charles, Geneva, Elgin, Hoffman Estates, Huntley, and Roselle. RookiesPub.com. I'll see you there. Well, we're back, and as you can see, we're sitting here partaking in the Vine, if you will, the festival.
Yes.
Pat is not gone to the wine yet. I see, though, you have
I have to drive home.
You have a dish in front of you, Pat. What
Yes, of our good friends at Stockholm's. I got some salmon, the Dijon salmon, and it's got some rice. It's fantastic. I love the food at Stockholm's, although they're not, as yet, a sponsor.
But we're working on them being a sponsor.
Every day.
I have a glass of 𝐕𝐢𝐧𝐞 Pinot Noir.
Can you spell that for me?
MEOIMI.
Oh.
I think.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Now, the most important thing is here, we're sitting here and we brought some individuals who are patrons.
Random guests.
Patrons of the festival.
Yes.
And I'd like to introduce those individuals right now, and we appreciate you coming on. Let me start over here with Denise Considine.
Hi.
And Denise is, we'll talk more about how many years you've come to this, and can you tell the audience what kind of wine you're drinking?
I am drinking a Rufino Pinot Grigio. It is delicious and refreshing.
What does Rufino mean in English?
I think it's Italian. What is it in Italian? Oh, yeah. What does it?
It means refreshing.
Means refreshing.
Rufino.
Rufino.
I didn't ask what it means in Italian.
Oh,
well,
I did.
And now we have, let me introduce Jean Seek. And Jean, you have what kind of wine in front of you?
I am drinking the same thing that Denise is drinking. It's the first one on the list of all the wines. It's a Pinot Grigio, Ruffino, Lumina Ruffino.
Yes.
Yes.
And last but certainly not least, we have Diane Cullen over here. And Diane, what are you drinking?
Surprise, surprise. Guess everybody what I'm drinking. A little Ruffino here. We're
Ruffino girls.
We're Ruffino girls. We've been
Now,
drinking Ruffino for a while.
Tell the audience the fact is that you worked together for a number of years. Is that correct?
Many, many, many wonderful years. That's correct. That's right. We taught school together and worked together, and
We don't mind plugging the school district.
in Bartlett, it was Prairie View Elementary in wonderful Bartlett, Illinois.
You taught 4th grade, right?
And I taught 4th grade.
Or English.
Whichever one. And English. Right?
I don't teach English in 4th grade. Come on.
Yeah. Yes.
Very important.
All right, let's get down to the brass tacks here. I understand, and I think that's only because we had a small conversation, that the three of you are veterans of this particular event.
Absolutely.
Let's talk A, about how many years have you been coming to Festival on the Vine, and then B, maybe each one of you could relate some kind of experience that you recall from all these trips here to our audience. Some kind of significant event. Let's start with you, Diane.
That time you were arrested.
You're not supposed to tell those stories. No. Well, we're a little thrown off this year because we weren't here last year. But previously, the location was over by the movie theaters. We were kind of used to meeting over there on a Friday afternoon and just having a few glasses of wine and catching up. And then when we decided to come again this year, we had to do a little investigating because we're moved to a new location. So we're trying to get our bearings. It's a little different.
Well, I'll go to Gene with this question. Do you like this format here better than the one across? Just be blunt here because they want to hear the input of their loyal customers. You like this setup better than the one across the street?
I like this better. There's a lot more room.
Mm-hmm. A lot more room.
I later
totally
on at night
agree.
when it gets crowded,
Yep.
there's a lot more seating area too.
Yep.
Before it would be more like this.
What you want at a festival is room.
Yeah,
that's right.
And some, whatever this noise is.
Yeah.
Well, it's a band.
Yeah.
Denise, Denise, is it fair to say you've been coming here for at least a decade?
At least.
Do any of the three of you, anyone can speak up on this, do you have any highlights? Anything you want to relay that may have stood out over the past 10 years?
Boy,
Nobody got drunk. Nobody got drunk.
No. Not too much. We just, I think our friendship, just being wherever we are together, it's just super important and fun, and not important, but just fun, and we always have a good time here. But I think it's because of the people, and there's lots of other new faces to meet.
By the way, note to self, a Sox fan just walked by.
Don't even point there.
One Sox fan.
Yeah. One Sox fan.
Yeah.
Okay, now this group of three here has been larger on occasion, hasn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
So at its peak, what kind of gaggle did you have here?
Well, our friend Sheila has a big event coming up this weekend, so she couldn't join us today.
But she would really be disappointed to hear that she missed this because she's a beer drinker, and they have beer here.
Yeah.
So the other ones before they didn't have beer. You had to go to the liquor store.
Exactly.
She would be very disappointed that she missed this.
Yeah, because she couldn't be with us. Then she'd be outside the fence. We just waved to her, drinking her beer.
So the festival discriminates against beer drinkers. Is what we're saying. I think we got a possible lawsuit here.
Not anymore.
No lawsuit involved here. Is it?
No, not anymore though.
See, a lawyer trying to drum up business.
There you go. Yeah.
He's a Geneva lawyer, but he's okay.
That's right.
What happened a few years ago?
That's when you couldn't get beer. It was only wine.
Now,
just call me. Whatever you need. I know people.
Since you portray yourselves to be wine drinkers, assist me on this. I'm drinking a beautiful red.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of food pairing might I?
Something meaty.
Something meaty.
Something meaty.
A slider, perhaps?
Probably. That would work.
Meanwhile, for the white, What do I do?
salmon.
Salmon. You're gonna go after some fish?
Anything with white. Anything. Yeah, we don't discriminate against any.
We don't let food and our wine
No.
get confused.
We don't
We're not
care.
that picky.
We'll have a steak with Pinot Grigio.
That's right.
What would you three of you tell Pat, a non-wine drinker? What would you tell him that he's missing by not drinking wine?
Stomach ache?
No. I think you pointed that out to us, right? Yeah. Boy, I used to be a beer drinker in college and then kind of graduated. You just didn't graduate to the wine. Yeah, you kind of graduated.
So the beer drinker's a subclass, is what I'm hearing.
Well, I think in the pecking order, I would agree with that, even though I like beer. But I think if beer is below wine or a good whiskey.
I think that's just wine drinkers talking. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, that's where we're here.
What's
It's
the
Festival of the
difference?
Vine.
Tell me the difference between a beer drinker and a wine drinker. Go ahead. There's more cheese involved for the wine drinker.
Charcuterie boards. Instead of a bag of pretzels and Cheetos. Yeah.
I'm a man of the people. Right?
Yeah.
Give me a beer.
You
give me a
saw
pretzel.
all the wines that they're offering over there. I don't even know how many. There has to be a wine
That
for
you would
everyone.
enjoy.
Sangria.
You and everyone else who doesn't drink wine. There's some kind
By
of
the
a
way,
wine.
if you're putting together your Christmas list, I'll have bottles of sangria, please. Right? With some fruit. I like the fruit.
I'm thinking a lot more expensive Christmas gift for you.
Open up a can
Kansas City
cocktail
Monarchs.
and
Yeah.
dump it in your bottle of red.
Yeah. Denise almost became famous one time at
I'm looking for an event. Okay, Denise became famous because
drinking wine. Here. It was on the front page of the.
Most bottles.
Is there a picture of you on the front page of some?
Yeah.
our friend Alice, who's not with
Yeah.
us today either, who joined us that year, and you and Denise ended up on the. But this is a few weeks later. It was quite a ways
Daily
later.
Herald, Chronicle, none of the above.
Herald, I think it was the
Elgin
Herald.
Courier.
No, I think it was the Daily Herald.
I was famous for a New York Minute.
The Wine Gazette.
The Wine Gazette.
Well,
Yeah.
we really appreciate the fact that you would take some time from, we know that you're going to investigate some more wine and perhaps some food, but you took a few minutes to sit down with Patrick and I,
We're good.
just a couple of guys,
Just
talking
a-
everything. And so
Nice.
Denise and Jean
Thank
and
you.
Diane,
Thank you.
thank you.
Well, thanks for talking to us. Yeah. Come on down.
Come on down.
We are going to be right back after a word, hopefully from one of our wine sponsors, but if not, one of our regular sponsors. Stay tuned.
At McNally Heating and Cooling, we understand that customer satisfaction starts with arriving at your home on time. Your service technician will apply the same attention to detail and quality workmanship to every job, large or small. We offer upfront, honest pricing, and we'll make sure the job gets done right from start to finish. From furnace and air conditioning service, minor repairs, or total equipment replacement, we do it all. Give us a call or find us online and let the luck of the Irish work for you.
Well, we're back and ready to put the close, bring the curtains down, if you will, on Festival of the Vine Geneva 2023. Pat, we've had a lot of interesting experiences here. I've got some food in front of me,
Yes.
and a beer, ready to eat now. And, by the way, thanks to our crack producer, which we'll get to in a minute, for the nice gesture in getting us some tickets.
Very nice.
Your evaluation of the
Well, I did have
as a non-wine drinker.
I did have a sangria. It's fantastic.
I think you actually have an order for a second one. Is that correct?
Well, anytime I can send your wife out for liquor. But just a wonderful event, music, quality food, great people. Just saw Sue Blaha, class of '81.
Right.
And everything's been great.
And just remember now, Saturday, Sunday from noon till 5, and Saturday you go till late and listen to the band until whatever. And the gendarmes, the police, have told us that there's no nefarious activity going on here. It's really a beautiful festival.
We're very safe here.
And we talked to some fine people who have enjoyed coming here for years.
That's right. It's a tradition like no other. What did I say, 45 years or something?
43.
43. I didn't even know we had wine 43 years ago. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm coming from.
All right. And so, we'll
Boone's
wrap
Farm.
this up.
Boone's Farm?
Boone's Farm. So, for our cinematographer, videographer, and all-around good guy. He's filming us as we speak.
Whose food
is in front of
getting
me.
cold.
𝐏�0.𝐫𝐤𝐿.
Yay!
And for our
crack
producer,
yes,
standing there smiling at us,
yes,
Paul Stuckel, who again, thank you, Paul, for the tickets. We really appreciate it.
He's excited to get into the editing room.
And for my partner, Pat Crimmins,
co-host,
this is Ray Rogina, wishing you all a pleasant weekend and hoping that you'll make an appearance at Festival of Vine. So from Festival of Vine,
and just a couple of guys.
So long, everybody.
Thank you.